Exactly, and for me, it was like she was a very, very proud lesbian woman,
Mhm.
um, and she lived a very happy life. So that was one of the performances, and then in the same competition, I did, my final performance, which was to, like, a really cool remix of "Deeper Love" by Aretha Franklin,
Mm.
and the reason that I did that song was because every time I hear that song, something in the lyrics just opens up my spiritual, like cage within my chest and just brings this, like, energy and this light. And when I performed that song, I felt like I just traveled into a whole 'nother dimension and was like
Mm.
a super almighty, like, drag queen superhero. It was a super powerful performance too. I've never flipped my hair and gyrated like that in my entire
Oh,
life.
wow. That's hard to believe
Um,
because I've seen you do all that.
yeah, yeah, you have, and it was like, it was a lot, and I remember I was, like, crying during the performance too, but no one could tell, thank God,
Mm.
but I was crying. Because it was just like my final like hoorah of like this is my celebration of my drag and
Mhm.
of what it has done for me in my life. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, and I usually keep this around 45 minutes and we're around like 42 minutes or so. I want to, I know, right? It went kind of fast. But
Yeah.
I want to give you an opportunity to speak about anything maybe that we haven't spoken about yet, or you want to speak more on. The floor is yours to do with what you'd like.
Well, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Um, let's see. What else would I want to talk about? Oh gosh, putting me on the spot like that. Um, I guess it would be that well, one, there is a queer community in Boise, Idaho. For those that are, watching from other parts of the country, there is one here. We are facing a lot of difficult things. There's been a lot of legislative attacks, on trans people here that have been difficult, especially, children that, are, transitioning at an early age. There's been policies put in place for them not to be allowed to play sports in school due to their gender identity or their, and it's been really hard. Um, we are taking action. Politically, we're making sure that our people are going out to the polls and voting. But we do exist, and
Hmm.
in a weird way, we're flourishing. We
Yeah.
are, we are making it. Bonnie Violet, you being one of those individuals.
Mhm.
Um, and it's probably the most beautiful, community that I've ever known. Um, and I love it so much. My family's always just like, you need to come to Portland, you need to come to Washington, you need to move to a bigger city. And I'm just like, I have to be here. I have
Mm,
to be here for these people because, they still need me.
mm,
Especially with last Pride, and you were there. I was in
yeah.
LA, but you remember what happened with all of the corporate sponsors that pulled out because of the drag kids show.
Mhm.
Um, and just how I remember Denim Kane, one of our local drag queens, she like sent out a message and everyone got together that Friday night, to be present um, by the main stage. And I believe that they did bring up the kids on the
Yeah.
main stage. I think it was on Saturday, and they were like, "These are the drag kids that were supposed to perform for you," and wanted to show their art. It's so important for people to understand that queer people and drag people are all the magic and good. We are
Mm,
here to make magic and to let people know that it is okay to be who you are. And no one, no one person or no like political policy will ever change that. Even though we should still fight against them very strongly, we are
right.
still here and we're still queer and we can still be who we are. So
Mm. Very
yeah.
well said. Very well said. And how can folks reach out to you if they'd like to send you a message or connect with you off, I guess, off of out of this box?
Oh, wonderful. So you can follow me on Instagram. My my handle is at Frida Nights with a Z at the end, and you can also find me on Facebook, Frida Nights with a Z at the end.
Mm.
And yeah, you can instant message me or you can DM me. I will reply. I love meeting new people, even if it's virtually.
Awesome. Thanks so much. And folks, you can find their contact information in the description as well, whether you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, or you're listening to us on a podcast. However way you're listening to us, we're just glad that you're here with us. Thanks so much, Donna Vasquez. Donna Vasquez says, thank you for being in Boise.
Hi, Donna. Thank you. I
She's an
love
icon. She's an
you.
icon. Yes.
She is an icon.
Mm, yes. Love
Goals.
that.
She's goals. She's goals.
Yeah. Beautiful, stunning, smart, like all the things. So
All the things.
Idaho's lucky to have her.
Agreed.
For sure. All right. Well, thanks so much, Frida, and thanks everyone who joined us tonight. Join me on Sunday the 2nd at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time as we talk about Just in Case, or join us next Wednesday, same time, same place, as we speak with Veronica Electronica from Nashville, Tennessee. And because we're just a busy week, join us at the Dragon Spirituality Summit that is taking place in person in Chicago. If you can be there in person, rad. If you can be there virtually, that's rad too. So go to
Yeah.
dragonspirituality.com to get connected there. Take care and have a good night, everybody.